Cougar Camp is nestled in the forest in the Walbran Valley, about a 3-hour drive from Victoria. Around a dozen activists entrenched at the camp want to protect old-growth trees. The camp is named for the towering cougar sculpture set up in the center of a logging road.
It doesn't belong here, of course. You know, this beautiful sculpture behind you, that the cougar, it doesn't belong here. And yet it's the best answer we have in this moment to make change, to try and make change.
Everything we do is from prayer, but also realizing that only so much can be done in the courtrooms.
The group is trying to prevent Sawakan Forestry from logging 8 cut blocks behind the camp, all on Pachidat territory.
This place is extremely special, and it's known as the best of what's left. It's the most intact valley on the South Island, and one of the most intact valleys on the whole island. And it's in this crazy limbo where a lot of it isn't protected, and yet it's also not logged. And so to be in 2025 and to have like an ecosystem that's this rich still is such a precious opportunity.
But the Pachidat Nation has asked the protesters to leave, and 5 other nations have issued a statement in support of the Pachidat. That includes the Huayet, who own a 35% stake in the logging company. Michelle Corfield speaks for the group of nations.
And they've chosen to disrespect the decisions of Pachidat by staying. And so therefore the Pachidat are standing up for their right to make decisions with respect to their traditional territory, their Haholti. And we have to respect that decision.
The logging company says timber in the cut blocks represents $3 million in revenue. Today's judgment orders the protesters, who've been at the site for roughly 3 weeks, to leave the area so logging can resume. The protesters have also called on the province to strengthen policy that protects old-growth forests.
We need a change from a governmental level. It shouldn't be on the logging company to work with the nations to try to do better practice. We should be provincially deciding that we're going to take care of our old growth forests.
In a statement, Minister of Forests Ravi Parmar says 85% of old growth in the Walbran Valley is protected, and the province is working with First Nations to steward lands in a way that advances reconciliation. Liz MacArthur, CBC News, Walbran Valley.